My name is Eric Schotz. I am a parent of three. I am a grandfather of three. I work in the entertainment business. I produce reality nonfiction shows. Most recently, Kids Say the Darndest Things. So the idea of gun safety and gun reform is a big deal to me, and I think it's a big deal for our country. The fact that a law was passed about gun safety should not be a miracle and celebrated as such. It's ridiculous. Safety is seemingly something that you can't be against. And somehow, this has become one of those divisive things in our country that is tearing us apart at the seams. I support the Second Amendment. I believe people should have the right to own a gun if they want. But I don't think the Second Amendment is about owning an assault rifle where someone walks into a school and shoots children. And I don't understand a government of elected officials who somehow believe that that's a good thing. We had 45,000 deaths by handguns in 2020. You've heard the statistics, and the problem is statistics don't move people. 12, 14, 18, 20 kids get shot in a school, and you're still discussing it like there's something to discuss. Under what circumstance would it be okay? And then all the red flags come up from one side and all the red flags come up on the other side. We're talking about children being slaughtered, and there's no possibility that can be okay. If you want to buy an AR-47, AK-47, you could walk in and buy one relatively easily. But if you want a driver's license, you have to take a drug class. You have to take a hearing test. You have to take a vision test. You have to get a learner's permit. You have to take a driver's test, written and driving. Then you get a license that is only contingent on driving for a year safely before you get your license. But a gun? Yeah, you could just walk in, buy one, and go shoot up a school if you want. Why is that okay? Why is it today that that is allowed to happen in a society that's like, oh, we have to have guns? You need 120 guns per 100 people in this country? Where's the line? So yes, we did gun safety, and you can celebrate and pat yourselves on the back that it was a miracle that a couple people crossed the aisle to make a very simple law, very logical law, like it's a big deal. But reform is something that's bigger, and it needs to happen. And reform doesn't take guns away from people. It just makes it smarter. And it makes it smarter to a group of people who don't understand that there are people who are buying weapons to kill people. Why do you need an AK-47 to protect your home from the invasion, from the apocalypse? What is it that you're trying to protect? Has an army moved into your neighborhood and they're shooting up your house and you need a mass weapon of war? Weapons of war should not be allowed on the streets. They should collect them and send them to Ukraine where they actually need them. We don't need them shooting up schools. This is a weapon of war. These are our children. What generation leaves it behind? And they go, it's the Second Amendment. It's holier than thou. But they didn't have an AK-47 when they wrote the Constitution. And it's hard to believe that they go, hey, that's a good thing. Let's put one in every house. And let's give them more weapons. And let them shoot them up wherever they want. And you can buy as many as you want. Have your own armory. Then we're going to have bazookas. Why not have a bazooka to protect your house? That seems relatively reasonable. So the problem we face is we need reform, and we need it now, and we need it to protect our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren, and our society. That doesn't mean we take your weapons away. It means that you have reform, so there's a process, and so that mentally ill people can't get a hold of a gun. Red flag warnings are not a big deal. Why are we debating it? Why would we debate the topic that someone needs to pass a test when they're certifiable? This is insane. And we need to stop this madness because we don't need this many guns, over 390 million guns in America. Got to understand where that comes from. We don't need that. Let's change our society for the better. This is not a Democrat or Republican. It is a people problem. And the personal side of this is deep. We need to get rid of the guns. We need to get rid of the automatic weapons. If you want to have them and reform them, that's, I can't stop I'm not trying to stop the Second Amendment. I'm trying to stop assault weapons. Thank you.